It's now time to dive into the Beast Bird combination. In this lesson, I'll be looking at a couple different options that you can use for this high-powered team. First off, we're going to have that sweet deal I found, 45 speed Beast. Amazing moveset across the board. The only thing suffering here is the bird part on the mouth, but I think this is completely fine, especially as you're climbing the ranks. Here's the thing to remember. You can start a little bit lower on the tier list when it comes to perfect axes, earn some SLP, get into that top 1,000, earn some AXS, and then upgrade. You're going to be earning every single month as long as you're playing the game. It's play to earn. Eventually, you can trade this out for a fully pure beast, which would be an upgrade just because it serves its role a little better. But again, it's tons of damage. A 45 speed beast with all these parts would cost a fortune, probably more than half an Ethereum. I got this for 0.24. On the back, we're going to start with the Little Owl version of the Eggshell Blackmail Transfer. I'll be showing exactly how this dynamic can work, both with drawing the opponent away and using it to snipe off bigger axes such as reptiles. Now, up front, I think this is the optimal tank as you're moving up towards the top 1,000 region, because what you're going to face constantly is a lot of Beast Bird, maybe some wonky aquas and triple aqua type stuff. In general, I think you'll face more aquas than you will the double grass snake reps at the higher level. Since I'm still playing at the highest MMR, I am going to be mostly doing this session today with the Biden's tank, just because I'm super competitive and I don't enjoy losing, especially to builds that I think are cheesy. So here we go. I'm gonna still rock with my boy. I do think I'll be able to squeeze in one game with the watering can though, just to showcase it. I'll do that a little later, but this is what we're gonna begin today with. Okay, so in game one here, we are up against a double reptile build. Not quite the super annoying version where they both have direct backdoors. The midline has tri-spikes, so he doesn't always get to dictate where he ends up with that. The backliner does have toothless though, which could definitely be really bad news for my bird. So I'm gonna try to do everything I can to get value out of my bird before it gets snapped off, and look to be closing this game out most of the time with my beast and my plant up front. I elect to pass in round one, and I think the reasoning here is that for one, he doesn't have Sirius and cannot steal any energy from me, and I actually don't have like a complete clip. I know I have the 0 cost in post fight, but without needing to worry about steals, I felt really comfortable passing, letting him burn out some cards before going for the kill. So really not a super effective round. We didn't attack into him, so no real value on the zigzag, but he gets 2 energy back, so that puts him up to 6 this round. Okay, now in round 2, we have a few more options here. I debated what to do here, and then I ended up passing again. The reason for that is I still haven't seen a yam or a pumpkin on his plant, and I don't have much of a threat to worry about. I guess he could have drawn some big combo on the back line, but I decided to just hang tight for a bit. One more round of patience seems like a good idea in this spot, and also if I play Hot Butt Sirius up front, my bird will be hanging in case he plays a tri-spikes combo, which is what it looks like he ended up deciding to do. So that goes into my plant. Not the most effective round. Reptile cards aren't all that phenomenal on plants, but then again, he doesn't have much damage on this build, so I guess he has to try to kill my plant sooner or later. Okay, we do live here just barely, and it's a round where, you know, he spent 4, so he should have 4 again. But as I mentioned, not an insane amount of damage. He doesn't have any thornies, and those normally do 163, so it seems pretty clear for me to try to get value out of my plant, especially because I have an abundance of energy. So I'm going to play all of these cards, get rid of the poison with Biden's, and try to steal one perhaps and get the cactus hit in as well. And having just seen one yam, I think I end up attacking here. It seems reasonable. I need to try to get through this now to, you know, maybe get a combo off with my bird on the midline. It would be pretty cool to get some value here as long as he doesn't die this round. So I believe I used both of the peace treaties, and that's just because I want to still conserve beast cards for these reps. I'm gonna need as many as possible, and you know, with this damage spread across the board, seems like just 2 bird cards will be fine. I chuck on the hero, I think, as well. This is basically 400 damage, and then the other bit here is a little like over 200 more, so it feels about right. He does play the pumpkin, but I think this still gets through. So look, he tries to go with with the single card here for the kill, but we defended it. And again, this is often the case. People often think that the opponent's gonna not try to defend because of how weak the tank might be, which is definitely not the right assumption. You should be trying to split at least, so probably damage and then another damage card here. And had he done that, I think he would have denied all this value. So that was definitely way too much of an attempt to try to be like get away with a fast one or a cheap one there by him. And luckily we do get all three of these through for the kill, and we steal one. So I believe he's at 3 this round. I decided to play the single bird card that I have. I've seen him use quite a few midline cards, so he shouldn't have a ton of shield here, and I just need to get something out of this bird. It's round 4. This is probably its last hurrah, so I keep swinging here with that plus 2 beast cards and a hot button. This is enough to get it done, which is obviously fantastic. We get crit. Oh no, that's not good. So we actually won't finish this midliner off. Here I know I'm gonna need to try to pull this out because this backline is going to be really tough for me in the late rounds. He can just have so much shield with Cerastus and the Bone Sail on his back. We get rid of the poison, which is one of the benefits of blackmail. It transfers debuffs onto the opponent. And again, he's just kind of jabbing here, slowly playing, saving cards for the backline. I know he has enough to play 4 here. And this is actually a mistake by me. I think the path to victory here would have been 1 eggshell simply to draw him away, and then to play as many beast cards as I can next round with as much shield as possible, hopefully survive, and then have another little flurry after that to finish this off. The problem with attacking into him here is I know I'm going to see 2 Bone Sails, which gives him 2 more cards. Bone Sail is 80 damage, 80 shield, and you draw a card when your shield breaks. So if I let him just fill right back up, he'll have another insane brick wall. So I kind of want to deplete him of cards here and just play 1 egg, say goodnight to the bird, and then I need to get 2 more rounds with the beast. I think I was afraid that perhaps my beast wouldn't survive 2 more rounds, so I instead went for as much damage as possible with the bird and 1 beast card. I'll draw 3 more next round. I'm hoping 1 will be hero, and I'll have another 4 card combination. But I mean, 308 shield, that's just so much. And if I didn't attack into this, the cards would have been a lot more efficient. So this is definitely one to look back on and learn from. That's just crazy how beefy he was here. I would have had 30 extra shield this round. That's really the only difference. So it's kind of hard to say. I wouldn't have killed here because he actually would have had more health from me not attacking last round, but I would have had 30 more shield. So let's see if that would have changed anything. He does double grass snake. So yeah, look, he does 79 and then 79 more to the face after this, which puts me to 20 HP. And if I had 30 more, I'd have 50 HP, which would allow me to play 3 cards and stay alive, I believe. Because I lose 16 on each card played. So 16, 32, 48, and I would have had 2 HP, I think. So that little tiny adjustment there of not firing the clip last round, but saving everything in the tank this round, I believe would have done it. But I kept this in because what would be this course if I didn't include 1 crit theory special for 311 damage? We get the win. I think we played that one well. I think there was something to learn there in the second to last round. But we're also paying him back for that earlier crit where I wasn't able to get the kill with the plant. So that was a huge momentum shift for him based on luck. We kind of even out the score at the end there and book the W. Moving into our second game, we're up against reptiles again. This is the even more dangerous version that we have been seeing, but I kept this game in here not so much for the team composition that we're up against, but mainly to highlight one of the really cool features of this build that I was able to pull off in this game. So we're already in round 2. Both of us passed in round 1, and we can see that I get a pretty amazing bird draw here. Now, we know that this isn't gonna kill his midline reptile, which is his fastest one in this case, at least not with the bird cards alone. But this is the beauty of playing eggshell followed by blackmail. As we've seen, the egg is gonna pull the opponent in to attack us, but we haven't quite seen yet blackmail transferring the debuffs. So I'll go ahead and show you what I mean by this. We load up our combo here, and this is very important to note that when you're doing this, you need to make sure you order your cards properly. So that means playing eggshell first, which casts aroma onto us, and then the blackmail. If you go blackmail and then egg bomb, you're gonna miss out on the transfer, and the egg is gonna still only be affecting you, which is not what we want. So we're gonna go egg, blackmail, post fight, and then I try to decide if I want to follow up with a beast or a bird card here. I think that playing this beast card, which is what I end up doing, was a mistake. Just because it's round 2, it's unlikely he puts up a ton of shield. So I might have just wanted to use the bird card, which is sort of like a throwaway card. And if I can use it to get the kill here and save the carrot, you know, having more beast cards for these final 2 axes would have been amazing. This could just be me being results oriented though, because he actually didn't play shield. And if he had played shield, then the carrot would have been better. It is what it is. We use the carrot just to be extra safe and do more damage, because we really want to deny this value to the midliner. So here we go. Big damage transfer. We can see that went from us to him on the blackmail. Post fight, he's got 71 HP. And like I said, even one bone sale with 80 shield would have survived this bird card. So in hindsight, it's easy to say should have used the bird card, but at the same time, this is massive securing this kill, so I'm happy with it. We get rid of one of his biggest threats in the game, and that's the incredible power of this build. Let's go ahead and close this game out still though, because it's never over versus something like this. You know, it's still very dangerous, and let's see how to navigate once you're ahead, because if you get too cocky, it's always going to bite you, and you can still lose games that you shouldn't be losing. You can see here that I actually keep firing with the beast cards. The reason why is he should really never be playing pumpkin here after seeing me expend all of my energy in the previous round. So I actually think for one, these are going to be effective. Like, he won't have much shield. He's way more likely to play some steals here, leaf bug, Sirius, maybe a yam as well. So factoring that in, I also want to avoid the steals if I can, knowing that these are going to be useful cards. And we can see here that this is definitely still going to pack quite a nice punch. He comes at us here with the Winghorn attack, starting to do damage on our beast, but here we can see we at least avoid the momentum shifting, which is something to be aware of when you're so far ahead. If we start giving him energy, it's, you know, it could be tough. Okay, so now I think it's a really nice round for this. Serious hot butt. I know that because he passed in the first couple rounds and his midliner is dead, he actually has an abundance of energy, probably more than he can even use this round. So the confidence of getting a steal out of this is very high. And then turning off his mouth next round, you know, it does give me the opportunity to pass if that's what I choose to do. So it goes round 2 on the mid line for me here, getting it almost completely dead. We avoid a pumpkin and a yam. We do no damage, but we take one, we turn the mouth cards off. I think that's still a win for us. So now I'm in an interesting spot because my beast is stunned. I don't have a 0 cost to get rid of it. So it would be quite costly to play an entire energy and then 2 more cards. Not really the most efficient way to go about doing this. So I actually don't do anything else here with the bird or the beast. I think I know I'm gonna see another pumpkin. If I get lucky and I don't, I'll hit him with the cactus. There's an argument here for even just the Bidens and the Sirius and not even playing the cactus. Just get rid of the poison on my front line. One thing that is very important is that both Winghorns are gone and we're in round 5, so it's really unlikely he has another one to finish off my beast. And so all that being said, I'm trying to actually draw a hero in the next round, play that to negate the stun and get a super efficient kill on the plant. So I think the prickly here is a mistake. Biden's Sirius could be fine. I know my bird is safe this round too. He doesn't have a toothless, so he can just kind of chill out. And yeah, we're not gonna have an effective attack, but at least we avoid the other yam and pumpkin and we steal one, which is good. Okay. We've gotten great value out of both of our Sirius cards. We redraw the Bidens, which is fantastic. Here's the hero that I was hoping to get. I might overshoot this slightly, but it's round 6 and it's, you know, possible he picks up another pumpkin here, so I want to ensure the kill. Once the plant is gone in this 2v1 situation with a bird and my Biden's tank, I feel pretty confident in closing it out. It looks like I follow up as well with the Biden's hot butt on the plant. That's just to turn off the backliner's chomp next round, limiting his options. Okay, we lock up the kill. We can see that he actually put up quite a bit of shield there, so making the extra measure really worked out for us in that spot. Guys, it's okay to take a little bit of an extra measure in attacking when you're super far ahead, right? If it's a really close game, then you need to walk that line a little more dangerously, if you will. You have to take those close edges and play the odds. But if you're super far ahead, it's all right. Chuck on an extra card from time to time just to make sure that you keep your advantage. Okay, so no chomp for him next round. He can't do that, but my beast has 1 HP, so that's a goner. Sort of an ugly draw here. So I think I end up passing here. It just goes with a single grass snake to get rid of the beast. And now, pretty good draw. We're going to be able to put on a lot of damage here. I hold the Bidens, and that is because I never expect him to go through the front here, like ever. So I don't need to play that to plan for negating a stun. It would be nice to get rid of these poison charges, but I'd actually rather make sure I have this in the next round so that I can negate his stun and effectively attack to close it out. If I play this now and don't redraw it and he ends up stunning me and I can't get more damage in, that could actually cost me the game. So yeah, we're firing the full clip here for sure. All right, so he's got a lot of shield here. This just shows you, I mean, this ended up still being kind of a close game. These teams are tough to beat. Bird is going to go down just like I predicted here, so the cactus, that's going to get through, putting him down to almost nothing. Okay, he's got 18 HP. He goes first this round, but there we go. We get another Biden. So now we're going to remove the stun, remove any poison that's on us. 2 hot butts. Turn his mouth cards off just in case we don't end up killing him here. He won't be able to play Chomp next round, but I think he's pretty toast. Interesting, I actually hang on to another Biden's. I think that makes sense. The idea is I just want as full of a hand in the next round if it does go to a future round. I don't want to end up getting unlucky and drawing 2 Bidens again and 1 damage card next round, right? You only draw 3 cards at the beginning of each turn, so that would be absolutely tragic. So I feel like spacing it out here actually does make the most sense, and he's depleted. He's got 3 measly cards. They're not really going to do anything to us. Get rid of the poison. 2 hot butts to close it out. And that game was a great example of the backdoor threat and how massive it can be even against very durable axes such as reptiles. The second team we're going to run with will be the double talk version on the backliner and the pure beast at the mid with Goda. So from a damage perspective, this is like the same thing as my other beast because Goda does 109, I believe, and then Peace Treaty, which is the bird part, is about the same amount on a plant anyway. So again, it's comparable. You can totally roll with a high damage bird or aqua part, but for the sake of switching it up, I'm going to go all beast damage here and the double talk on the back, and we'll start with the same plant. I'll show the differences when playing with double talk instead of having the backdoor threat. This is going to be a really quick game. It's mostly just to show you some more of the potential of this build, what it can do, why it's so dangerous. Now, it's not always going to go this way. You're going to have losses. You're going to have games where they throw up tons of shield in round 1 when you get a draw like this, but in general, the odds are in your favor of them not having too much protection. If they don't draw a pumpkin, it can just be lights out. And then, although we're not going to get to see it in this game, the big thing with double talk on the back is that even if I don't get the kill, if I do a bunch of damage in round 1 and draw the double talk, I can kill this in the second round by bypassing the shield. That's what it does. It goes underneath the shield for direct damage, and so does the following attack. But as long as this gets down to 80 HP or less, he could put up over 200 shield next round. It won't matter if I have 1 double talk, it's going to kill him. So similar to double aqua, when you get something like this, you do not neglect it. You just take it. Carrot, dual blade, Goda, and the hero. I mean, that's a pretty perfect beast draw for round 1. So I'm going to fire away, avoid steals, and start putting on immediate pressure. And this is just gonna show you that that's it. That can be a round 1 kill off of 3 energy because of the 0 cost, which is super nasty. And now I feel like it's basically my game, considering he's got this midline aqua that I'm faster than. I think the only way maybe I lose is if I let him destroy 2 energy this round, perhaps. So anyway, I go with the hero, followed by the 2 plant cards. Turn off the Goda on the midline for next round, which is his energy destroy. But also, I mean, if this does go through here with him doing nothing, I have post-fight for free and 2 high damage bird cards. So if I can kill his mid, then that would be a pretty insane game, almost like a completely clean sweep. He does end up passing again. This goes to the face. We have post-fight. This was a question of, you know, one of those spots where I'm way ahead. So do I really need to be ultra efficient here, or do I play 4 cards? The thing is, I did turn off Goda, which is his second highest shield card. That gives him 40 shield. The Garish Worm on his back gives him 50. So really the most he could put up here is 120. But anyway, we get the kill. He gets no value. And then from there, I'm just gonna like keep passing, letting him slowly kill the tank, saving up for an insane amount of cards, which there it is. And I don't really think there's any way out of this for him. Even with 227 shield, 4 bird cards, 4 beast cards, and this always feels nice. Again, that was a very nice RNG game for us. It's not always that pretty, but I do want to showcase what this team is capable of, and there you got to see it firsthand. And I think I'm going to cap this off with some live action. Since we haven't seen the watering can tank yet, let's go ahead and throw this bad boy in there. Hopefully not face the double reptiles, because that's where it starts to struggle. Yeah, all right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, so round 1, this guy is an interesting team. He plays super aggressively, so while I do, I'm kind of tempted to play these, I also think that I'm not going to get value out of them. So unfortunately, I mean, I'm almost always going to play this type of draw when I get it. This time I decide not to. He's going to go back to 4 energy this next round. We're going to have it as well. Now, I feel like I have to try to get value out of this plant with all these cards. It just seems like it's going to be kind of difficult to win without it. So I'm just going to try to play everything and basically limit his energy to just 2. If I end up feared, I'm okay with missing the cactus and the watering can. I'll miss out on a little bit of damage, but really it's important that I control the energy of this game. So I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, all right. So he's got 4, I've got 4. Here he goes. Wow, he hits me with the can. It's going to give us 2 energy. So we're seeing the use out of that when playing watering can. There's the other carrot Sirius. And we don't get feared. And we're going to steal back his 2 energy that he gets here. So he'll be at 2 next round, and we will be all the way up to 5. So that was a fantastic second round for us. I've seen both carrots now at this point, so I'm pretty happy to attack into him. I don't have to worry about him regaining any energy. He's already played them both. We're in quite a nice position here. I think because I haven't seen any Nemos, I'm still going to try to control the energy, but not with both Godas. I'm only going to play 1 and hang on to the other one for the next round. I think I can just do this cheaply. Okay, great. Yeah, so I'm just trying to be completely efficient here. I know he's used a bunch of plant cards already. He goes with the double cute bunny. No Nemo though, so he's kind of waiting it out as well, probably waiting to see me play these energy destroys. But because he only has 2 energy, I think I get away with, wow, especially because he just used both of his cute bunnies. I think that was a big mistake by him. If he didn't, he would have had a chance to at least fear my beast here and make me miss twice by chaining his terror chomp or cute bunny with another bug card, but he doesn't have that as a threat now. So I know I can get away with playing all of these, so I will do that. And then over here, I know he's gonna play Fish Snack, which is gonna stun my bird on the first card. So I'm pretty sure, oh God, I'm running out of time. I don't know if that was exactly right. Probably not. I probably wanted to, well, you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna miss one and then hit, oh wow. He doesn't even play the Fish Snack. So that's just a clean stomp through of this bug. Looks like he was gearing up to play a bunch of discards. He's not going to be able to, and I believe he still only has 2 energy. I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is where we're going to get to see the Double Talk Bird shine. Normally, if you have Little Owl, then that's an extra card, or a damage card you're going to be lacking. Anyway, at this point, there's no reason for me to attack into him, because if I hit him and he plays Goldfish, he's going to speed up and kill my bird next round. So I just need to play it cool, hang tight, wait for the 4-card bird combo next round. He does only have 2 energy and spends it here. I think that will get the kill with the shoal because no last stand for me. But boom, this is the nice part about this bird. You have so much damage across the board and we can just very easily get this finished. Now the Double Talk does bypass shield, but this is a very low shield axie and I don't have it twice anyway, which is kind of the way you normally want to do it. So I mean, the clear path here is just all the damage to the face and there's really nothing he can do at this point. Whew. Get the Crit Theory special to finish it off as well. Let's go. Very nice stuff. That was a big, juicy pump of MMR points there. I think that's a top 10 opponent. And it was nice getting to see the watering can in action right there. So you can see the benefits of that can start to give you all the options. Same with the cattail. When the beast starts slapping you around, you can draw cards each time he hits you. Let's take a look at this team. Kind of an interesting composition. He's got beast cards at the midline, but it's on a dusk. So he'll do slightly less damage with each of these, but he has 47 speed and he has a bunch of health. So it's hard to say who has the advantage there. I mean, I'm going to hit way harder, but he gets the speed advantage. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. As I've been mentioning, when I get this type of draw, I mean, it's just gonna get played. The buttons are gonna get clicked. If he does nothing up front, that's a dead plant. The only thing I'm considering is if I want to try to get cactus value and hang on to a beast card by doing something like this. Because I have double talk, and if... Ooh, please tell me I get use here. Okay, yeah, he's not gonna quite kill me. But what I was saying is, because I have double talk, which I might draw in the next round, even if this, you know, if you put up a little shield and this didn't kill him, I know that I have the potential to play one double talk in the following round and snap him off regardless of how much shield he plays. But luckily, he did nothing on his plant, so we're going to get the clean kill there, or at least put him in last stand. Now here's the other benefit of Cattail. It's a 0 cost that I can easily pair with Sirius in a situation like this, which is a kind of transitionary round, and that can be really convenient as well. So he only has 2 energy here, let's not forget about that. Oh, and here we go, we're gonna get to draw a card. There we go from the Cattail, that's very nice. You can see we're stacking even faster now on our midline beast, and because we played those 2 cards and got a little extra shield, his first attack actually put our plant into last stand, and his hot butt was effectively useless, so we're in a very commanding position at this point. Now here, even though he's faster, here's where my beast really gets to outshine him and just bring a world of hurt. This should be a kill considering he only has 2 energy, but again, if not, it'll take me just one little double talk next round to finish the job. So he goes double risky beast. Luckily we don't get crit. And I think, yeah, that's going to be toast for him on this one. Now, we are in a tough spot still. Even though it looks like we're in great shape, the problem is this plant is an absolute beast. And it's tricky because the bird does so terribly against it. So I think I have to navigate this carefully. I mean, I do have all of the cards here. But again, 2 energy... What can he really do with 2 energy? At the end of the day, I need more beast cards. I think I just have to do this. It's kind of scary, but seems like it makes the most sense is to get value from the bird here, sacrifice it, and then hopefully, okay, great. So he plays 2 cards. So he'll have 2 again next round, and he played the highest damage cards in Beach. Basically, I need to survive here once, and then bring more heat. Unless this gets the kill. I'm not really sure. I don't think it will, because he'll probably have like 220 shield here if I had to guess. But nonetheless, I just have to try to do this and then have a nice, decent enough draw next round with 2 high damage cards and another hero. We'll see. We're gonna see. It's gonna be kind of close. Okay, 209. I think we might have enough. I think this might just be it for him. Oh, it's so close. 80, 79, no, please tell me this doesn't. Okay, we're gonna be fine. He had all the shield in the world, but that's not enough to kill me, so we're gonna just squeak out a win. These plants are no joke. They're so difficult to play in the 1v1, it's crazy. But luckily we've done enough so far to get it done. 2 dual blades and a hero. There's just no way he survives this. He's in a pickle. It's just nothing you can do, bro. And that's it. Okay, that's gonna wrap up the Beast Bird portion of gameplay and in-game execution. I hope you enjoyed it. It is a very fun composition to play. It's big damage, it's unpredictable for the opponent. It's tough to play against, even in the top 100. I face it constantly and I'm always just like, oh no, here we go again. It's a hard one to read. Both of these options, whether it's Double Talk or Little Owl, are very powerful. I recommend Beast Bird to people who are starting out and maybe they're not familiar with strategic games or card games. This is a really great place to start. You ultimately can't go that wrong in any game you play, just purely because of how much damage output there is. If you just were to click buttons, you could start to win, right? But then to make it into the top 100, that's really gonna take fine-tuning it, understanding when and how to time your eggs, how to time your backdoors and transfers, you know, how to be calculated with your tank as well. Everything we've talked about in this course, it applies to a build like this just like it does to double aquas. The fundamentals reptiles are the same, and that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I look forward to seeing you in the next, where we're going to cover double reptiles.